when it came to concept in Little Orpheus, it was clear from Dan's narrative that Ivan goes on an epic journey. And one of the ways we really wanted to sell that idea was to try and make each level feel tonally very different.
We have this amazing kind of jungle scene which has big dinosaurs and it's this huge kind of magical landscape. We have a whole level which takes place inside a whale, a bit which goes on the moon. So in terms of taking inspiration, each chapter is so varied that we can kind of pull things from everywhere.
And that was something that we had to be very attentive of as we developed the game visually. The vibrancy is something that is part of the aesthetic, so really, you know, that made it quite an enjoyable experience to do that. One of the biggest influences to Little Orpheus aesthetically were the Ray Harryhausen films, and a lot of the fantasy adventure films from the 60s and 70s. What's so great about those films when you watch them is their almost naive approach to make everything big. You know, make everything that you already know, but make it huge and make it colourful and make it vibrant. It's something that I think when you watch them, you know it's a bit hammy, you know it's a bit camp, but you buy into it because it's cool, because it looks amazing and it is rich and it is vibrant, and that's what you're there to see. And that was something that worked perfectly for our story.
It kind of has a sort of film set kind of vibe to it. Some of the textures and things are quite realistic, but then the lighting, for example, might have these really colourful spotlights, you know, which don't necessarily have that much logical sense in the world, but it contributes to this kind of it's quite like a saturated colour palette.
One of the great things about working on Little Orpheus was that really the limits from an art perspective are really our own imagination, and that's something that I think any artist would love to hear, because there was such a rich wealth of aesthetics to delve into and try and create and try and form. And like I said, each episode is brand new, so we got to do something new every single episode, and coming up with all these different ideas for scenarios, for mood, for tone. It was a dream, really.